Popcorn, Piss, and Vinegar, giving you a raw take on movies, television, and pop culture. My name's Chris.
I'm Scott.
And we have no JB4.
None.
It's me and this fucking ginger.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, dude. We came off of a very good weekend. We were able to our families came together for the housewarming party down the bayou, and I don't know, man. Look, everybody had a good time. It was good. So I don't know. It might only take us 10 minutes to fight and stuff.
Maybe. It might have worn off already.
Yeah, I think it has worn off. Dude, I tell you, you just absolutely amaze me. I sit there and I read your Facebook posts, and you're like a fucking ginger Sith Lord. You only think in absolutes.
Yes.
So it's like, Kurt Russell is the greatest Santa Claus of all time. Fight me.
Yep. It's the end.
I didn't even want to watch this thing, but now I'm going to go watch it just so I can fight with you.
It's actually quite good, and it's very. I started watching it because my kid's like, "Hey, let's watch something." I'm like, "All right, well, let's watch something a little Christmassy." So Netflix hasn't steered me wrong.
They've been launching a lot of shit too.
Yeah. So this is one of their Christmas quells. And so we checked it out, and it's quite good. But my problem with this show is I want Kurt Russell to fight, like I said in my Facebook post, I want him to fight evil. Because he's such a cool Santa that I don't want it to be this touch and go, we're all family. I want him to, pull out a 12-gauge
So he
shotgun.
is family in this movie.
Yeah,
but you wanted something different from
I would
that.
I would like is something different where he fights evil and saves Christmas every year.
All right, so okay, so now, all right, I'm going to go watch it.
It's good.
Well, speaking of something that I did watch that you watched and you actually recommended, you said it wasn't high on your list, but it was a good movie or an okay movie, was A Quiet Place. Yeah. And I checked that out, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. I liked it.
He is doing a second one. That is, he said that it's not going to be a sequel because he was originally against the whole thing.
He should stay that way.
And but I saw today that he's thinking about doing it, but it's not going to be a direct sequel to it. It's going to be, I guess, like a
spin-off or
a shared universe type thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I liked it for what it was. I thought it was a nice, lean and mean, compact story, and I don't think it's anything else that needs to be explored.
No, I agree.
When you come to something like that, hey, look, I'm just going to spoil it because the movie's been out forever now, but I mean, it's a thing that, okay, so you're talking about the monsters are now, they figured out that they can they're hurt by sound.
Right.
It was a perfect ending. Your old girl's implant, her hearing implant or cochlear implant created the high frequency. It allowed those
feedback.
Things to open up.
It was feedback that hurt them.
It opened up their face, and Emily Blunt shot him in the face. And that was pretty much it. There's a lot of tense moments in that movie, though. The step on the nail was pretty tense. But I think the most tense part in the movie was the water in the basement with the little kid floating in the box there. That was pretty fucked up.
They had to seal him up. So they didn't make any noise. I think, to me, that was the most tense thing. It's like, oh, she's pregnant, and she's going to have a kid.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, how do you raise in something to where there's an apex predator that hunts by sound?
You put him,
and you're talking about noise with 4 legs. Yeah, with 2 legs and 2 arms.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it's a small humanoid that does nothing but produce shitloads of noise.
You put him in a soundproof box.
Yeah, I was thinking the whole movie, I'm like, dude, honestly, I'm like the old man. I don't want to live this way. If that happened for real, look, dude, just fucking eat me. I don't want to fucking, I don't want to have to sit there and, oh, fuck no.
But it worked for those people.
It's too much of a pain in the dick.
The kid she already didn't have hearing, so they were already using sign language, which to me was just genius plot development.
Well,
genius plot development.
I think what's good about that is that it sets up some realism as to why they would be living this way and how they were able to survive.
Right.
Which I think is great, But I don't know. I think of myself in that situation, and it really is the truth. I'm at the point that I have zero patience. So my kid, my kid could aggravate the fuck out of me in 2 seconds. I guarantee if she knocked one thing over, I couldn't sit there and be like, what the fuck?
Y'all would all be done because you would start yelling at her, and then the beast would just
that would pretty much be
through the roof, suck you up.
I'd be dead in 3 seconds.
The movie would be over.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. But I mean, good little flick. I thought it was pretty cool.
It was.
So.
It was good.
All right. Well, look. Before we get into news here, I read something today in the news, which just
besides my Facebook posts,
brought warmth to my heart.
Uh-oh.
Dear Gary Rucker.
Uh-oh.
It is, on one hand, nice to be so successful or beloved or however you want to describe it that somebody wants to do an homage to what you did, and I was flattered and touched. But in my sort of artistic worldview, if you're going to do an homage, you have to add something. You have to put another layer on it, and they didn't. Just by putting the same words in different characters' mouths didn't add up to anything. And if you're going to have someone die in one scene and sort of be resurrected immediately after there's no real drama going on, it just becomes a gimmick or gimmicky. And that's what I found it to be ultimately. The original director, his take on Star Trek Into Darkness. This is the original director of The Wrath of Khan.
Really?
Yes.
I kind of thought you were talking about Batman versus Superman for a second.
So the original director of Wrath of Khan took a total dump shit on Into Darkness, as he should. I actually texted Gary and said, "Dude, I have something for you in the show." So
listen in.
Love you, Gary. So, all right, let's get to some real news here. First of all, the trailer for the Lion King showed during the NFL rollout on Thanksgiving. Is it a live-action movie or is it an animated movie? It's an animated movie.
It's an animated movie. Unless, of course, which I seriously doubt, unless, of course, they used, if it's live action, like there's real trees in the background and there are some real animals, then sure, I doubt it.
I think the whole thing is CGI.
It's literally a remake.
It looks really good.
Sure.
I mean, it looks as good as The Jungle Book. Will I see it? Absolutely, I'll go see it.
They're talking about that movie making more money than, say, Star Wars or Toy Story.
Man, you can't say no. I mean, dude, there's no talent in this day. I mean, man, I read it today. Venom fucking has outgrossed the original Spider-Man and Wonder Woman worldwide.
It was an actually pretty good movie.
Well, I mean, I heard it's a really bad movie with some really fantastic parts.
It's a bad movie that doesn't take itself serious, but you don't realize it till you actually go see it.
I heard the interaction.
I feel like.
I heard the interaction between Venom and Tom Hardy is great. The rest of the movie is fucking just utterly ridiculous.
Sure,
but there it is. I mean,
the trailers for that movie took themselves way too serious.
I agree with John. Also, Star Wars no longer has the heft that it once had. I don't think that it's
I think the movies do, but I think everything else surrounding it does.
Meaning what?
Meaning like
toys and stuff.
Toys,
way
no?
down. Oh, dude.
What about parks?
I'm gonna send you some links. Oh no, the parks, yeah. But I mean, the thing with it is the actual toy merchandise.
Yeah,
dude, I'm gonna send you some YouTube links to listen to. Like Hasbro is fucking regretting that they have the Star Wars because they pay a whole shitload of money for that license, and they took big fat losses. In fact, in 2017, they had massive layoffs, and they said it was due to Star Wars.
Sphero toys, those Sphero toys that I have, the BB-8 and the R2, I don't know that Sphero made a whole lot of money on each of those droids sold. I think they got a lot of publicity, but I think they're not even making them anymore. They're going back to the educational side of it, and those robots sell for next to nothing now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's everything. I mean, it's to the point now. I mean, you have premium Star Wars product that's sitting in bargain basements now. That shit used to never in bargain bins. That shit used to never happen.
Where's that? I need to find that.
I mean, dude, you can go anywhere. Go to any of these stores like Tuesday Morning, or we don't.
Oh yeah.
We don't have them, but
I know.
But Kroger's and things like that. We don't have those stores here. But if you go to Tuesday Morning on Airline. Shoot, go to Walmart, Target. Man, they got deep discounts on shit as far as Star Wars stuff. So
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much that. But I mean, dude, you can't sit there and say that anymore. I mean, it could be possible. I mean, could the Lion King outgross all this Disney stuff? I mean, sure, I guess.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
It makes
they're
no money.
Competing against themselves.
Disney. It's going to be Disney, and I think it's going to be even more. They said last year they controlled 30% of the box office by themselves. I'm willing to bet this year or next year,
2019.
2019 is going to be even more because, I mean, there's huge shit coming out next year. I mean, dude, you're talking about, Avengers 4.
Star
Captain Wars 9, Captain Marvel, Toy Story 4, fucking Lion King. I mean, dude, it goes on and on and on.
But there's one more that's
there's another big one that I'm sure we're not thinking of right now. But I mean, 2019 is going to be sick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Frozen Part 2.
Oh, fuck. There you go. So I mean, yeah, it's going to be pretty.
Billions
I'm
of
sure
dollars.
a banner year for them.
Yeah, and that's not counting what they just released, that some new book that also has a movie attached to it that's releasing next year. It's sort of
I don't know the name of it, but I know which one you're talking about.
another Disney movie, but it's still another Disney.
It's going to be another Disney crack at a franchise.
Right.
You know, they couldn't make Wrinkle of Time work. They really couldn't make
Holy
fucking.
Jesus, that was a terrible movie.
I heard it was bad. And John Carter of Mars, they really couldn't make that work.
And
which I heard is an okay movie.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so there you go. Back to some news here. Bohemian Rhapsody, it has now made $500 million worldwide, which they say is huge for a music biopic. So there
much
you go.
so that they're going to go on tour for it. Support the movie.
Yeah, listen to our last show with Rick English, and yeah, I pretty much agree with everything he says. So, as far as that stuff, I mean, the critique of the movie, but I'm talking about the legacy of Queen moving forward. Look, Brian May and like one of the guys, the bass player isn't even going to be on the tour.
Oh,
it's only Brian May and Roger Taylor.
And Adam Lambert.
A studio bass player and Adam Lambert. Yeah, I'm sure that bass player doesn't even want to have anything to do with that shit. So, there you go.
There it is.
All right, Stephen Schiff. He is the showrunner for a show on FX that is called The Americans.
Yes.
They say this show is one of the greatest shows in the history of television.
I don't know if it's Breaking Bad.
I don't think it's Breaking Bad, or I don't think it's Game of Thrones, but I'm just trusting what TV critics say.
I hear good things.
But yeah, they say that it actually won an Emmy for its best writing, and this guy's EP, he's going to be the new showrunner for the Rogue One series coming on Disney Plus.
Man.
So, I mean, if you want a Star Wars spy series, I mean, this is the right guy to do it. So,
all right, that guy does what's The Americans on Showtime?
FX.
FX.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty big major network. I'm not saying Disney is not a major player, but they're putting out a streaming channel. They have nothing to back it up except that they're Disney, and they're like, come on. They're literally hiring people,
but I think
top notch.
Oh, dude! I mean, and next news item. I mean, dude, Nick Nolte cast for the fucking Mandalorian. I mean, dude, think of these seminal actors like that, and think of these people. I mean, Nick Nolte, Woody Harrelson, Paul Bettany. These kind of actors and actresses. These kind of actors that have been part of pretty big movies and are very well known. Dude, they're going to be in Star Wars. That's fucking crazy.
Not only are they going to be on Star Wars, they're going to be on Star Wars on a streaming channel.
Yeah.
A paid streaming channel.
Nick Nolte actually tried out for Han Solo the first time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I think that's kind of cool. He comes full circle. So, I mean, that's pretty neat. I mean, cool shit. I don't know. He's in an undisclosed role, but...
Right.
But I mean, I still think that's tremendous that they get an actor like that, to star on that. So cool shit. I'm keeping it Star Wars. There's a lot of Star Wars news just like popped out of nowhere, which this is pretty fucking awesome. I hope that this is true. The Russos say that they have their head in the middle of a bunch of movies, but as soon as they're done with the current projects, they want to do a Star Wars movie for Disney.
Really?
I'm totally down with that. If you're unfamiliar with the Russos, their real big thing was Community. That's where they started. And then they, a lot of people are like, oh, man, the Russos, the Community guys are going to go direct a fucking Captain America movie. And everybody's like, okay. And then they come out with the Winter Soldier and everybody's fucking heads explode. And then they do the Avengers. And they've pretty much carried the torch on from Joss Whedon. And so far, so good. They've done probably 3 of the best Marvel movies.
Yeah. They've
done Captain America Winter Soldier. They've done Captain America Civil War. And they've done Avengers Infinity War.
And they're about to do...
And they're going to do the 4th one.
Right.
So, yeah, man, I mean, if they want to jump on Star Wars, I'm cool with that. They're fucking great, man.
Star Wars, and they want to do Star Wars on the streaming?
No, they want to do a movie. Yeah, they want to do a movie for Disney.
Okay.
But from what everything says with Star Wars is what they've indicated is that they're going TV heavy. They're backing up a lot on movies. The only thing that's going to be pretty hardcore with movies, the Game of Thrones guys are going to do their thing. No. And they're doing that movie. They're not doing that for TV.
And not for streaming.
Not for streaming. It's going to be the next set of theatrical movies. They say it's going to be an all-new trilogy, and it's done by these guys.
And this is soon? This is like 2022,
They haven't. I
or-
think that you're really going to see everything. The info you're really going to get on this is going to be at Celebration in like 4 months. That's where you're really going to get the rollout of what's going to happen with everything. So that's all that shit. In the meantime, dude, look, I'm totally stoked to see Mandalorian and Rogue One. I mean, even if they're bad, there's one thing you have to admit. It's going to look fucking impressive for a television show.
Well, yeah.
So
but
I'm looking forward just to see what the look is. But based on what they're getting to back this shows up, dude, I mean, it's top shelf talent, man.
Yeah.
So I'm down. I'll check it out. Speaking of Disney Plus, also streaming, they've officially titled their first Marvel show. It's going to be called Vision and the Scarlet Witch. So, and that's going to bring Paul Bettany and the other Olsen, not the twins, but what's her first name? Olsen. It's not Susan Olsen. She was a Brady Bunch kid. Anyway, the Olsen sister that plays Scarlet Witch is gonna is gonna be they're gonna have their own show.
6 episodes? Is that what they're saying?
6 episodes, and those shows that they've announced so far, this one's been officially titled. But the first show is going to be Vision and Scarlet Witch. They're going to have another miniseries that's going to be based on Loki, and there's going to be another miniseries that's going to be
I can't wait for that
Bucky,
Loki one.
the Bucky and the Falcon. So that's going to be the other one. So I mean, hey, look, I think it's awesome. It's a matter of doing movie characters on TV. So fucking cool stuff. During the presser for Creed 2, Sylvester Stallone said that he's done playing Rocky. In a different presser, Dolph Lundgren said that he doesn't believe him.
Right.
And I believe Dolph Lundgren.
I
think,
do too.
Yeah, Rocky, they'll bring him back for a Creed 3.
Dude, we're getting another Rambo. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Rocky is what fucking made Stallone's career. He'll play that character as long
Elizabeth
as they
Olsen.
pay him to do it. There you go, Elizabeth Olsen.
Damn.
Thank you. Netflix announces that they're going to do an animated series based on Roald Dahl's literary universe that includes Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, and the BFG. All 3 of those movies have gotten big screen treatments already, but they say they're all going to be, it's going to be like a shared universe of these characters all in one big animated show. Yeah, I'll check it out. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Outside of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and The Glass Elevator, I'm not really familiar with his other works, but I mean, but hey, man, I'm
BFG?
I've never seen that, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, fuck, I'll check it out. I mean, dude, if it's Netflix and it's quality, I'll check it out. So, Jordan Peele is headed back to the horror genre. He's announced that he's doing a remake of Candyman.
Yeah, that's an odd choice.
I don't think so.
Really?
I mean, dude, it's a African American villain. You know, that's on the lines of a Freddy Krueger or. You know, he's kind of one of those.
Was it big? I mean, I guess it was big.
It was a pretty big
of those, right?
It was a pretty big movie. The first one did very well.
Okay.
And it was all because of the actor. I don't know that actor's name, but that guy is a fucking presence. He's been in a bunch of shit. In fact, he's one of my favorite. He is in one of my favorite X-Files episodes. There's a group of Vietnam veterans. They remove some glands from their bodies that they can't sleep. So they're these soldiers that are constantly awake.
I sort of remember that.
Yeah, and he played one of the lead soldiers in that show. It was fucking great. Really, really good episode.
Tony Todd.
Oh, there you go. So, man, I'm telling you, man, you're like a little fucking researcher this episode.
Getting faster.
That's good, man. It was recently reported that Neil Blomkamp is developing a direct sequel to the first RoboCop movie, but his wish for Peter Weller to return as Alex Murphy has been shot down by the man himself. So Peter Weller says he doesn't want to return to play Alex Murphy in RoboCop.
So is he still doing a RoboCop movie?
You know, it's in development, you know, so I mean that it could be like his Alien movie that he wanted to do, but the thing with it is that Alien movie, there were forces working against him on that.
I was about to say, because I think Sigourney Weaver was in on that.
Sigourney Weaver and Michael Biehn were both going to return to play Hicks and Ripley, but your boy put the bullet in that, Ridley Scott, and gave us, you know, a shitty Alien Covenant movie. All right, now here's our last piece of news before we do our topic. Julie Andrews opted out of Mary Poppins Returns out of respect for Emily Blunt, but she will appear in Poppins' direct competitor, Aquaman.
Yeah, how about that?
So that's pretty fucking cool.
Man, December is like, I'm going to be at the movies every day.
Yeah, it's loaded down with a lot of releases, man.
It is.
I want to see that Into the Spider-Verse movie. I heard that shit is fucking
They're already
dope.
talking about a spin-off and a direct sequel.
If it makes money, why not? I mean, a lot of people say it is great. It's really good.
It looks cool. We got to see like 5 minutes of it after Venom, and it just looks like the animation is different. I like the animation. It looks good.
Yeah, it's really. You know what it kind of reminds me of? The same type of animation they use in like Gorillaz videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely want to check that out.
That'd be good.
You are listening to Popcorn, Piss, and Vinegar.
Television.
Movies.
Pop culture.
Keep up with the latest news from Luke Skywalker all the way to Batman.
From Netflix to the CW.
And all the news in between.
Please subscribe and rate us on iTunes.
Or stream our episodes from PPVGuys.com.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at PPVGuys.
Check out our friends Not Real Radio at NotRealRadio.com for our segment Not Real Movie News.
Should you listen to more?
Yes.
Will you agree? Maybe.
Jury's out.
Indeed.
Thank you for listening.
And action. All right, so we'll talk about our show topic here. Let me see. We're talking about Hulu.
Hulu.
Netflix has decided that they are going to cancel their run of Marvel shows. We don't have any confirmation yet that Jessica Jones has been canceled or The Punisher has been canceled. I think the reason why is because these shows are like wrapping in post-production. I think they're going to release what they have, and then after that's done, they're going to cancel them. There's a lot of belief that Disney will now, well, it's not belief, this is factual. If you don't know, Hulu, which is kind of like I guess would be, I'd call it definitely the top three. The top three are Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon. Hulu is owned by Disney, Fox, Warner Brothers, and Universal.
Correct.
Warner Brothers only has a 10% stake in the game, but the other three, Universal, Fox, and Disney, each have a 30% stake in Hulu. Well, guess who Disney's buying?
Correct.
They're buying Fox. When they buy Fox, they will be the majority shareholder of Hulu. So there's a lot of belief, and it looks like that's kind of confirmed, is that Hulu is going to be the vehicle to deliver the mature content that Disney owns, which is either be Fox or some of their, some of the darker theme stuff that they want to do with their Marvel superheroes. And then they'll leave their Disney streaming. They'll kind of leave that as like the big value-added, we're going to put all the big shit there because, dude, people will buy it.
Yeah.
Plus another thing, too, is like I keep saying, what makes Disney the real powerhouse in this whole thing, unlike Netflix and Amazon, is the fact that they own a lot of their own content. Yeah, Netflix owns its own content, but the thing with it is that Netflix has produced, and Amazon has produced that content hoping that you're going to buy it, through their subscription service. Disney has already produced this content, put it in movie theaters, put it on DVD. It's already been paid for fucking 100 times. So the thing with it is, it's easy for Disney says, hey, look, for 3 months, we're going to stream every Disney princess movie. You want a Disney princess movie? Here it is, rock and roll. We're going to do the princesses in this month and this month alone.
It's essentially the vault that they used to do.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's it. They're just opening the vault. All of the shit sitting in the vault has been paid for. Some of it paid for probably 50 times over.
Yeah.
So it's easy for them just to come in and say, look, here's our base stuff that you're paying us for again. And the little bit of money that you're giving us is going to kind of flagship new content.
That's probably why it's so cheap.
Oh, that's exactly why it's so cheap.
We've already paid for it.
It's exactly why it's so cheap. Is the thing with it is that the skeleton of their streaming service is already paid for.
Yeah.
They're just throwing it up there.
I think more than the skeleton's already paid for, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the probably even the skeleton and the internal organs are there. What we're really talking about is just the skin. And the new skin comes in the shapes of Rogue One and Mandalorian TV series and Marvel TV series. And I think they're doing a Pixar Monsters, Inc. series.
Ooh, are they?
Yeah, and from what I heard is that Crystal and Goodman are doing the voices. So, like, yeah, they're doing all-out, like, original. They're going to have original content from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and Nat Geo, which those are going to be the 5 things that are going to be focused on that network.
I think Nat Geo is going to turn into their Earth, their Earth friendly. They do those movies.
But I think it's fantastic. I mean, Nat Geo really has a lot of great programming. I mean, if you're into, world educational programming, especially stuff, zoology, ecology, anthropology, they have all that shit's amazing. I mean, it's really good. So, I mean, they own that crap, and there you go, just more to add into the package. And all that shit's been paid for. It's all been dealt with, and but they'll have some original content. They certainly will. So, I think, this gives them the opportunity to have yet another, like now they have 2 platforms. They have their Disney exclusive platform, and they have their Hulu platform, which, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, dude, look, I pay $40 a month for Hulu Live so I can watch live TV.
Right.
Dude, I still got to watch commercials. I mean, I don't mind it. They're not as many, but I mean, but
the
I
$40
watch
a month though. You do have, if you go back catalog, you don't watch commercials, correct?
Not sure about that. No. Yeah. You still get commercials on that.
Really?
Yeah, because I've gone and back watched episodes of South Park. Yeah, and I get the
I wonder what the price is for that. That's what I'm curious.
$40.
No. There's got to be a premium service where you go back and watch no commercials.
I don't think there is, and if there was, I would pay the extra.
You
money
might want to look into that.
Not to watch. I looked
because it's like, $11.99 versus $7.99.
Well, I pay $39.99.
But you watch live TV.
But I watch live TV, and the other thing too is that I have DVR. So, I mean, that's part of it also. So, I mean, I have to admit, I like the way Hulu is set up. I mean, dude, it's direct with their shit.
Yeah.
Like, they come in there and they're like, okay, look, set up your menu. What do you like? What are your favorite shows? You type all that shit in, it just saves it in a place called My Stuff. You go to that, new episodes available, tells you when it's coming on, and if you miss it, auto DVRs it for you. So it's a good little service. For me, it isn't really useful to me as being a year-round thing. Honestly, I mean, my family accesses it more than I do. But truthfully, if ESPN had its own app and it did its own thing, that's worth it more to me than a Hulu.
Don't they have their own app? Didn't that service not start yet?
No, they have an ESPN app that you can watch, but you have to type in your cable provider information or your streaming provider information.
Huh.
So,
I thought that was supposed to launch this year. Am I wrong?
Don't know. I mean,
we're at the end of 2018. I thought ESPN was first and Disney was second.
It could be. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention because, I mean, really truthfully, outside of college football, I really have no use for ESPN.
Yeah, I don't have any use for it either.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know you don't sports, so that's all that shit. But yeah, dude, I mean,
so you think what if the Punisher does really well? I mean, no, you think it's still getting yanked?
I think it's going to get yanked, and I don't think it's Disney doing it. I think it's Netflix doing it because Netflix, like,
why?
Well, because I think
they're paying for that.
Well, yeah, I think they're paying for the rights and the use of the characters, but I think the other thing with it is with Netflix, I think the other issue with it is that they're getting ready. Disney's going to rip all their programming from them in 2019. It's not only Marvel, it's everything. Like, I mean, my kid watches all the Disney Channel shit. Bumped,
that's
Liv
right.
and Maddie,
about that.
all that fucking shit. So, man, all that child programming, all that shit's going to go away. Dude, the Marvel movies they have on there, the Star Wars movies they have on there, that shit's all going to get ripped away. I mean, it's done.
Not that I watch all that, but yeah, I mean, it's there. I totally realize that. I wonder what's going to happen. That's a lot of holes to fill.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing with it is Netflix, it's going to be interesting to see where they go for that fill-in content because
that's what I mean.
They originally were piggybacked with Epix. That's where a lot of their catalog came from because when I had Epix on my service, which in my opinion, I thought Epix was the best movie channel out of anything on. Oh, fuck yeah. Because they played classic shit. Like, I mean, I could go in there, like, I'd turn on Epix and I'd be like, okay, Avengers is coming on. This is when Avengers was getting a TV release, okay? A cable TV release. Okay, we have Avengers and we have Force Awakens, okay? So we're going to play those two things in a row. After that, we're going to play Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. After that, we're going to play fucking Die Hard. After that, we're going to play something else. You know, so, I mean, they played a lot of classic movies. And I thought it was good. Yeah, I mean, you didn't have a choice to kind of stream what you wanted. But the thing with it is they ran so much good shit back to back. I thought it was better than HBO. I mean, as far as
I don't think HBO has good movies.
Fuck no.
Their original programming, sure, but as far as movies go, I don't think.
Dude, I think HBO is going to very much become like Netflix and the others. I think they're going to rely less on movies and premium content. I think they're going to premium movie like release shit. I think they're going to go after their own content.
So that begs the question. I don't know if you have another topic after this, do you?
That
begs the question with Netflix, because Netflix has shitty movies. I mean, they really don't. I never turn on Netflix to watch movies. I turn on.
Yeah, me neither.
To watch TV. Is somebody going to come out of the ground with a movie streaming to show movies like what HBO used to be?
Yeah,
like
Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu?
Fucking right, dude. They got that, man. Disney's got Fox. Man, they got all that shit, dude. They've got Alien. They got fucking Die Hard. They've got a bunch of franchises,
So you think that... I mean, right now they have okay stuff, but they don't have a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. Once Disney owns it, and they're like, dude, we own 60% of this shit. What are we going to do with this content? We can't re-release it to a movie theater.
No.
We own it, so what are we going to do with it? Fucking A. We're going to add it as value added on Hulu. And that's what I think it is. I think Hulu is going to become the dumping ground for the Fox content, and that's what it's going to be. And dude, watch what Hulu's going to get, dude. They're going to get The Simpsons. They're going to get the X-Files.
Are they getting The Simpsons?
Fuck yeah, they get dude. The Fox acquisition. They get Fox Studios. They get FXX. They get FX, and they get Fox. The regular Fox. They get Family Guy. They get American Dad. They get The Simpsons. They get all that programming
for free, though.
For now.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, look, all the Disney content's on Netflix for now. You know, that's the thing. South Park, they jumped it from the beginning. South Park was like, they used to be able to go on a free South Park app. It was southparkstudios.com, and you could watch anything. They've taken that down. You can only watch clips. You have to have Hulu to watch their old episodes.
Huh. Only Hulu.
Only Hulu. So yeah, they got exclusivity with Hulu. I don't mind it either.
You know, as long as I'm going to say it, but like Hulu for $12 for no commercials is pretty great.
Dude, it amazes me. Everybody fucking pisses and moans now. Everybody pisses and moans that you have to pay money for exactly what you want to watch.
I don't mind paying for what I
want
to watch.
It was before everybody was pissing and moaning that they had to pay money for a bunch of fucking channels they never watched. Now you pay money for the exact shit you want, and everybody's still pissed.
I would cry if I had to pay and still get commercials.
Not me. I don't give a fuck. I've been used to watching TV like that my whole life.
Not me. I can't tell you the last time I watched commercials. I hate them.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a different situation because I don't watch a lot of network television programs.
I don't either.
The only thing I watch is South Park. So if I got to sit down and fucking like take commercials for South Park, I'm okay with that. Other than that, dude, I mean, I don't watch any of Hulu. Like I said, Hulu is really... We're talking just me. Hulu is not it's not a worthwhile platform for me. Amazon's not a worthwhile platform for me. I don't watch anything on it. I have it and don't watch anything on it. I mean, the only thing that's good for me, really honestly, dude, is Netflix and this Disney thing when it comes out. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's really it for me. I could get along with just that shit fine. I could get HBO seasonally when HBO showed like it. Hey, Game of Thrones is coming on. Okay, fucking A, I'll watch Game of Thrones for 3 months. Cancel it until they got something that comes along. You know.
In that sense, you don't even need to watch it for 3 months. All you need is 1 month.
Truthfully,
wait till the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
If you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if you've got to watch it, though, I mean, think about it. If you've got to watch it,
$45.
There you go. How much is it a month?
It's like $15, unless you can catch a deal. If you can catch a deal,
$15 to stream HBO
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I think Amazon's programming knocks fucking HBO's programming's dick in the dirt. In quantity. Yeah, okay.
Quantity, sure.
You got Game of Thrones. Okay, Game of Thrones is a great show.
You got Westworld.
But dude, Netflix has fucking 12 great shows. You know, I mean, that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
So,
but HBO does have more first-run movies than Netflix does.
yeah. Well, I mean, but that's the thing, though. Are you watching HBO for first-run movies?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Which is that's sort of the pissy part of that. It's like I'm not spending $15 because I got a deal, but for $15, I'm getting Batman versus Justice League is one of the movies that's brand new right now.
No thanks.
It's just they're the not Orient Express movie.
I heard that was actually good.
Still doesn't interest me. Doesn't matter. But
Right.
still, I'm saying like it's a few good movies and then
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying, dude. That's HBO's only draw, really. You know, they have to justify fucking sticking you with the $15. Here's some premium movies. Okay, well, how about fuck your premium movies and just charge me $9 to watch your original shit?
That's it. I would do it
and
every
guess
day.
what? Guess what? Everybody would do it, and then they
That's
couldn't
what I'm
justify
saying.
getting the extra $5.
And they don't have to because they have good original programming,
Right.
I think.
I think they have good original programming. I just don't think they have a lot of it, and that's really what I think the deal is. I mean, dude, really.
Aren't they doubling down on their original stuff though?
Oh, they have to. Fucking A. Absolutely. Everybody's
they upped
doubling
their
down.
budget for
Had to. Everybody's doubling down. The thing, I mean, dude, Hulu just fucking got George R. R. Martin's shit.
Right.
Amazon got Wheel of Time. You know, I mean, dude, they got some serious properties out there flying,
really
man.
never watch Amazon.
I never watch it
Never.
either. And I hear The Man in the High Castle is a fucking great show. I hear Jack Ryan is a great show. And I've just never. I don't have enough time. I'd rather just watch Netflix. I'm invested in Netflix. I know what I'm going to get.
And they know me by now. The algorithm knows me.
I know what I'm going to get. I mean, put it this way: if you and John say a show is good, as much as you and as much as I love to break your balls, I mean, I agree with a lot of your taste and shit. I mean, dude, honestly, with Netflix, I mean, you tell me something's good, I'll watch it. You tell me something shitty, I mean, okay, maybe we're probably off on that, probably about 15%.
Sure.
You might think something's fantastic, I may think it sucks, and vice versa.
Right.
You know?
Oh, it always happens. Rogue One.
So, yeah, well, I mean, and that's exactly the point. I mean, dude, look, the Disney series, you're going to get the Disney thing. You probably have no interest in watching a Rogue One television
I'll
show.
absolutely watch a Rogue One because, I mean, I'll see. I'll at least see what it is. It might
Right.
be way different than, and if there's no CGI faces, I might love it.
Yeah, well, I think that with Rogue One, I think it's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a Star Wars spy thriller, is what they're
fine.
aiming for.
And
so.
since I didn't really invest in the movie, you could recast everybody, and I'd be like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
mind it. I know they're not. I'm just saying.
But even with that being the case, man, look, now I like continuity, man. I
know. I'm
love,
just saying, as far as like the Han Solo movie and Solo and new characters, I'm hating on Solo is what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not hating on. I love Solo. I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. So I thought it was a good Star Wars movie. But yeah, I mean,
But I'll watch it. I'll watch that. I'll watch the Mandalorian.
Sure.
See what it is. If it's good, I'll keep watching it. If
Right.
it's terrible,
Well, and that's the
watch
same thing.
Avengers.
You know, it's like you guys went fucking crazy over Mr. Robot. I thought Mr. Robot was a good show. The problem with Mr. Robot is you have to be invested in that shit because it moves slow. It moves slower than Walking Dead. And
no, I disagree with that. It moves slower. It moves slow, but it's very concentrated. It's a very concentrated series.
Yeah.
I actually stopped watching it because I didn't have the time.
well, and that's it.
And it wasn't always riveting, but it was very concentrated.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a mind fuck. You know, the thing with that shit,
Yes.
that's like watching Black Mirror. Like, I mean, I can't sit there and binge Black Mirror. I could watch like maybe 2 episodes. But like if you sat there and said, here's 6 new episodes of Black Mirror and you have all day, I couldn't watch all of them in one sitting.
No, it's
it
too much.
It fucks with my head too much.
Right.
So I mean that's the
And that's
thing.
Mr. Robot.
And it's not like it's like, oh, it's so so riveting that, it blows my mind. No, it's not like that. The thing with it is that I gotta like process what the fuck I watched.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to like get crowded up with a whole bunch of other noise, you know?
No.
So Speaking of, they accidentally leaked the release date of Black Mirror Season 5. It's going to be December 28th.
Of this month?
Yes.
Of this year, yes.
Of this year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they still haven't laid out anything, so yeah.
A trailer? Anything?
Yeah, there is a trailer. There's a
but
season
you said
5
it's
trailer.
it's like a put together sort of,
It's a kind of a recap of all the other series,
which is
but-
not really a trailer.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't show anything new, I guess is what I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, all it says is the future looks bright. That's
Huh.
the only thing of what it is. So I don't know. I'm curious. They say that you're going to have the Choose Your Own Adventure episode
Yeah.
also. I'm curious to see how that plays out. So
Netflix, it's odd how they do, like they just released the I don't know if you know about the Adventures of Sabrina.
I
on
watched
Netflix.
about 2 or 3 episodes of it.
All right, well, that just came out, and they
Yeah.
already announced that next season starts in April.
Yeah.
Like, they're on the ball, putting out content, which is weird because usually it's like a year, 2 years.
That Sabrina show, I gotta admit, man, it's pretty fucking good.
It is good.
I tell you, you know what it
I'm halfway through.
It's it's filmed exactly like a CW show.
It's Riverdale.
Except, yeah, right. And what I'm saying is, I know it's based on a CW show, but it's really interesting to sit there and say, if CW had a streaming budget for special effects, here it is. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
It is.
Dude, the special effects in that show are fucking...
They're good.
Top shelf. They look great.
Yeah.
Looks great. That shit looks better than some movies. That shit looks good.
Yeah. It's good.
So,
I enjoy it.
cool. Well, yeah, man, that's pretty much it, dude, on our show. Man, we survive without killing each other.
It's
so
crazy.
There is always not real movie news, so we'll see how that goes. Hey, look, we appreciate everybody listening. Make sure to jump over on Twitter, follow us over there. Check out our YouTube channel, Popcorn, Piss and Vinegar, or PPVGuys, whichever one you prefer. You can also jump over on Facebook, join our group, PPVGuys Group. We're always on there kind of updating, putting little news bits up there, busting each other's balls. Good times. So make sure to join us over there and hang out, comment, join the conversation. We love to see you there. Thanks for listening, and scene.